if somebody wants to watch this later. So we're going to start out with embedding an image, taking a PDF and making it so you can edit it as a slide. So I'm going to go to my drive, and I'm going to click on slides. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to create a new slide deck. So here we are, we're going to have sample PDF. First thing I need to do is I need to go to File, Page Setup. So you scroll quite a ways down the page, and then it's going to pop up with a little box, and then I'm going to pick on Custom on the drop down, and I'm going to make it the same size.
I just went back.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Apply here, and
no, I just went back and.
Have I? Or do you guys have a question, or are you okay? All right, so I'm gonna and I can click on the box for the title and the box for the subtitle because I don't need that anymore. So I've basically set my slide up right now. Now I need to get an image of my PDF. So my PDF as a PDF, I can't do anything with it. I have to turn it into either a JPEG or PNG. So what you've done is you've taken a picture of it with your document camera. So that's how you had something on physically printed out and you took a picture of it that way. I'm going to model it I have a PDF on my computer. And so I have all these math samples. So much fun. So we're going to pull up a math sample. And I need to, and it opens up in Adobe. I need to get it so I can see it, and so I'm going to change it to about 50%. And I just know this because I've done this enough that I know. But you'd want to make it so you can see the whole screen or the whole page on your screen. So I'm going to now, I want to take a screenshot of that. And there's two different ways we can do a screenshot on a computer. I mean, I'm sure there's more than two, but I'm giving you two. One is your snipping tool, and you find that by going to your, if you go down to the Windows menu in the corner, the Start menu, and then either searching or find, clicking on the snipping tool. And then my new favorite is you can click on the Windows key plus the Shift key plus the S. It's like magic, you guys. And then it's going to open up a really, it's going to gray out your screen, as you guys can see. And then at the top of my screen, I have, I can either do a rectangular snip, a free form, I can capture the whole window, or I can do a full screen. So I'm just gonna do the rectangular. So I'm gonna make a rectangle around my box or on my worksheet. And what will happen now is it will save to the clipboard. I'm going to click on that so that it opens up, and now I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it to my downloads. I need to save it somewhere where I can access it. So we're at chapter 1, geometry now. So now I've saved, I've taken a PDF and I've turned it into an image file. If you guys have the full Adobe, you can do a file. If you have the full Adobe, you have other options. If your students have the full Adobe, that's a whole nother day. We're not going there. Never mind. So we've turned our PDF into a file format that is now it's now an image. And so when I come back into my downloads, you're going to see I saved it as a PNG file. So it needs to either be a PNG or a JPEG file. I'm going to pop back over to my sample. And now I will right click on my slide, and I can change background. When I'm changing the background, one of my options is I can choose an image. And at this point, I can upload, I can browse. And so I'm going to grab my geometry picture of my worksheet, and boom, it is now the background of my slide. And so I can send it out. I can't move it around. I can't do anything with it. Here's where you can either insert text boxes for your learners to be able to say, type here, or you can just tell your learners that they need to, insert text boxes and show their work. So that's one way to do a PDF to something that you can edit on. Questions? Are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
Oh, you're fine.
It's just a lot of steps. I'm just,
It is a lot of steps. But you've taken the picture. I mean, so you took a picture, so we just need to get that picture off your computer, whereas I had to turn mine into a picture. The other thing and I think for a math worksheet, this is what I would do, is I would use your Jamboard, because then you can. So when you go to your waffle and you pick your Jamboard, and we make a new jam. It's not just like fun making a new jam.
does.
It's been a long day. But yeah, so when you make a new jam, now remember how I can upload an image as one of the things that I can do here. I can add an image. And so here I can, so I've got my picture, which you took a picture with on your dock camera. I can drag it into my Jamboard and it'll upload. And so the only thing I have to do here now is I would need to resize it. And so I just drag the corners until it gets bigger. And your students can zoom it in too if they need to, be able to zoom it in to be able to see it better. But here now you can say, on a sticky note, you can, write info about the problem. But I can also now do more drawing. And so I could actually come in and I could say that I could draw arrows, I can do my writing in numbers if I need to. I can use my finger on my screen if I have a touch screen. So you have a little more options. And so I think this is another option if you've turned it into an image, okay? So do you have your PDF? Do you have your
It's a really poor one, but
What?
it's a poor copy. I didn't get a very good copy. But
Oh, no, do you have it in an online format too, or is it just a printed out format?
I just have the printed out.
Okay, that's fine, because so let's have you, well, let me show you one more thing, and then I'll stop showing you things. And then then we'll have you model and you can decide what you want to do. So the last thing that we can do is, so we've done the Jamboard. There's the Cami Chrome extension. And so if I add the Cami Chrome extension on, What's it going to tell me? Yes, yes. Okay. I'm going to click on my puzzle so I can pin it so I always see it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach a PDF to an assignment. And so, and I'll send it out to you so you can kind of see if you want to, if you can add, can you add extensions on or not?
I think so. I've done some other ones. It seems like sometimes we end up with
Okay.
issues later, but
Okay, sample assignment with Cami and a PDF. So now I'm going to add, here I'm going to add a file because I'm going to go out and I'm going to actually grab one of those PDFs that we were looking at. So let me go back to my downloads. Let me find one of those fun geometry things. These have been the most useful collection of files that I've ever downloaded. I use them all the time. Okay, and so now what I need to do is I need to send it out so every student gets their own copy.
yep.
So Denise, I muted you again. I'm sorry. When you want to talk, you'll have to unmute. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to, and I'm not, here, let me add this. Make sure you add the Cami extension. I just don't want people to be like, wait, what? Okay. All right, so I will, I'm just going to send it out to, I'm just going to assign it to you so that we don't end up making everybody else. Does anybody else want it? Is this you? Denise?
Yes, and it's spelled wrong today. I don't know.
I can't help you there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just assign it to you so that it doesn't, we don't end up with it going everywhere. So here you go. I'm going to send it out. And so at this point, you're going to need to add the extension and then we'll come back and play with it a little bit. Okay. So you want to share your screen. I'm trying to think, I don't remember where I did the Cami example. I played with it somewhere. But basically, when we're looking at the example, there is this use the free, and it guides you through how to do it. And so you have to have the Cami extension installed by both you and your students. You make the assignment, you attach it, one copy for each student. And then from the student side, if they have the Chrome extension installed, they're going to see this option to open with Cami. And then they can open it and they're able to complete the assignment. The only thing here is they can click the save button, the save now. The turn in doesn't work unless you have a paid teacher license. And so you just need to go back to the Google Classroom and click on the turn in and it will save. They don't need to reattach anything or anything like that. So do you want to share your screen and test all this out?
I must be in the wrong place because it says you cannot start screen share while the other participant
Nope,
is.
that's because, yeah, you're fine. Share away.
Okay, so now where do I get where it says share? Wait.
So you'll want to click on the green share and then click on the screen, and then the blue share button that'll show up in the lower right-hand corner.
I don't see where it says share.
Okay, so at the bottom of your Zoom window, you should see a green box that says share screen. Do you see the share screen option?
I don't. I just see raise hand, yes, no.
Okay, so you're in the participants window, so we need to get to the Zoom window if possible.
Okay.
Do you see the chat? Do you see us, our pictures?
I see you.
Okay, so at the very bottom of that window, you should see some options, and so you should be able to see the share screen.
Oh my God. I've seen it before. Don't get what
The
I'm not.
pressure. Are you in your room?
Yes.
Okay. Jay Burnt is going to come see you real quick, and so she'll come down. We'll be okay. So while we're waiting for that, are there any other questions real quick that we can address? Because there's more of you in the room. Some of you I'm sure are just here for fun. But are there any other questions that you wanna look at?
No, I think that's enough for today.
Oh, we're not done with you, Denise. This is anybody else.
Oh, okay. I have to leave in a few minutes. I have a ride. Someone
Okay.
has to pick me up today.
Okay, yeah. Well, the counselor's going to come down and see you real quick, and so we'll get you straightened away. But does anybody else have a question while we're waiting for that? You can chat. You can unmute. Do not let the counselor change your mind. Thanks, Wes. We needed that. All right.
Oh, okay, well, I can see myself being totally obnoxious with this jam board. We be jamming, we be jamming. Yeah.
I mean, and I've done it before, but
I know, I can't see where it is either, but we'll figure it out.
You guys are killing me. All right, so Greg, you have, okay,
Jamming.
Carmen, you cannot get in the library because I have not had a chance to change your login yet, and that's my fault. You're on my list of many things to do, so I will try to get that changed
Oh, that's all right.
Greg, so I'm in the middle of right now putting together how Google Classroom and Planbook will look. Google Classroom will not
Oh, I want.
technically contain your lesson plan.
All right.
Are you there? Oh,
Oh,
yay!
yeah, I just had it too short or too small.
I love the perseverance, the troubleshooting. You guys are going to rock this year.
It's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna use jam only so I can sing "We Be Jammin'." Just obnoxious. I'm going to be obnoxious with the jammin'.
We're going to have to watch you. All right, so we need to get to your Google Classroom. And so,
We can do this again. Google Classroom. Somewhere on this.
Okay.
there you go. So go ahead and go to your classwork, and I just made you an assignment. And so it's a PDF with Cami, so that's that very top one there. There you go. So you have to have the Cami extension, so go ahead and click on that first. Add to Chrome. Okay. So that's there. Now you can go back to your assignment. So you can close this window if you want, or this tab. Now go to your assignment and click on the PDF. All right. Now when you see open with, click on that. We don't see Cami yet. Click on connect more apps and see, because you should see Cami, but we're not. Try typing Cami in the search there. Kami. All right, say click on connect. Okay, now let's try it. I don't remember doing that with mine, but I don't think I did it quite in that order. So mouse over your PDF again. Click open with. There you go. Annotate with Cami.
Oh, okay.
So now what it's going to do is go ahead and authorize Google Drive, which I hate doing, but life goes on. So carry on. I mean, this is what you're going to have to do the first time to be able to make it communicate. So go ahead. That's you. So you just have to, yep, okay, yep. Perfect. All right. What is wrong with it? Okay. Click on your Ohidica account. Okay. Go ahead and say you're a student. Well, you're a teacher. You can be a teacher. Never mind. Sorry. Just say you don't know. This is horrible. I don't remember doing this when I did it this last time, so I don't remember. I'm sorry.
That's all right, because who knows? Uh-oh, I bet I didn't get that one anyway.
Oh, you've been upgraded for the full, which I don't want you to have the full right now, but never mind. So carry on. Go ahead and continue. So now you see that you can edit this. You on the right-hand side, we have a text box, or the left-hand side, you have a text box. You have equations. You have drawing. You have markup. All that stuff so that you can do that. So go ahead and just grab the drawing and scribble on there real quick, just so that you've done something. Perfect. Okay. So now what you need to do is you're going to see in the upper right corner, there is a turn in. And so you have the keep moving to the right. You might have to move my head. There. You may have to move my head. Oh, there you go. Turn in. All right. And so because you have the full version, you can say turn in. Otherwise, if you didn't have the full version, you would need to say save now. So go ahead down to the Google Drive, save now. All right, so now you can close that. Okay, so close this tab. Go back to your Google Classroom. And so here you just want to hit the back arrow on, yeah, that should work. We just want to close your PDF there. So go ahead and click on the arrow in the PDF window.
We don't want this.
Nope, we're done with that. So go ahead and, oops, I want Google Classroom though. So, okay, let's go back to Google Classroom.
Inbox. Or yeah, either way. Yeah, perfect. That'll work. Got it.
I need to move that because it's all in the way.
So go ahead and go to Google Classroom.
Yeah.
Go back into our class and then go to your classwork. So we're doing that PDF with Cami. Go ahead and view assignment at this point, okay? So go down to the bottom of that little box and click on view assignment. There you go. So now go ahead and turn in your work, okay? Because you did your work. So now what's going to happen is when I ping back over to Google Classroom and I look at this assignment, I'm going to see that you've turned it in, and I can show you your screen here in a second. But I don't want to not, I don't want to make you stop sharing. So hold on. Yes. So when I open your work, it shows me that you've scribbled all over it. Okay. So to do this one, your students will need to have the Cami app and you will need to have, or the Cami add-on, and you will need to have the Cami add-on, okay? But this one allows you to use straight up PDFs.
There isn't anything. But I think I'll do that jam.
I think so too.
Okay, so how are you guys doing?
Okay, I hate to say I have to leave, but I do because I have to get a ride tonight.
That's okay.
Yeah. But
I'll post the recording, so you've seen all of the different ways to do this. And so with your document that you took the image of, I do think the Jamboard would probably be the best option for you.
I want it because of the song. I'm going to go back to my room now.
All right, thank you. So thanks for asking a awesome question. We have it recorded so that everybody can come back and watch. I appreciate you coming back to office hours.
Thank you, because it's getting better.
It takes practice. It really does. I mean, it sounds dorky, but it does take practice, and you have to just try things and see what happens. So I'm excited. So hopefully tomorrow you'll tell me that you put your PDF, or you'll put your picture into either a Jamboard or a Google slide.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a full day tomorrow. So okay,
we do have a long day tomorrow. I know. All right. See you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so Cheryl, my music person, you've got a question about clip art with any of my documents. And so that is one of those things that you can do really easily by inserting an image, and then you can either search the web or you can upload from your computer. So we can do a real quick look at that. And then Greg, we have questions for you too. So, here, Denise left, but here's her homework, you guys. Don't tell her that she just scribbled on it, okay? No. So this is what it came back to me as. So very easy with the Cami extension to be able to do that. All right, so how to do pictures. I'm going to go back over here to the sample PDF page. I'm going to make, so I'm in slides. To insert pictures, the easiest way to do that is we can go to Insert, Image. I like to search the web just because most of the time I can find something that I want, and so I can say music notes. And I like that, and I like that, and I like that. Okay, I'm going to say insert, and now I have all these music notes, and I can move them around, I can resize them, I can do all that type of thing. And so that is probably the easiest way to do that. When you're pulling in images from the web here, they have been reviewed. They are licensed Creative Commons, and so you can legally reuse them. You could also, if you have something on your computer, we could upload from my computer. If you have something in your Google Drive, you could also take a picture if you wanted to just add it straight in. So
Am I supposed to be able to see what you just did?
I hope so.
I couldn't.
Oh my gosh, my screen sharing is paused. That's horrible.
There we go. Okay.
Ugh. So let me go through those hoops again. I'm so sorry. So yes, you should see what I'm doing.
Those are the types of things I had gotten yesterday, and then it wouldn't let me do anything. So, but
yeah, so I think your new computer is
okay.
going to change your
Okay.
life.
Okay.
So we're going to insert an image. We're going to use, I'm going to search the web.
Okay, those are things like I did. So I think I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. Awesome. Yay. I'm so excited
Right.
you got a
Thank
new
you.
computer. Yes.
All right.
All
Thank you.
right, Greg, what are your questions? You can chat me up or you can unmute and talk. I answered one. Oh, good. I like that. Okay, so about Google Classroom quizzes, assignments, and lesson plans. I need a little clarification what you mean by a lesson plans. Oh, I answered all that one. Oh, good. Okay, wonderful. Yay. So what other questions do you have? And hopefully by tomorrow I will have a better model of how you can use Planbook and Google Classroom together, okay? Oh, okay, so you want to put your picture in a PE picture in your Google Classroom. Okay. So let's look at how to do that. And so you have a picture? Okay. And so you want to do this as a, do you want this to be in the header of your Google Classroom? Do you want it to be the header of your Google Classroom, or do you want it to be, or did you want to put it somewhere else? Okay, so you can access the pictures on your iPhone. So what you can do, if you can access your Google Pictures through your iPhone, you can share that picture with your Ohidica email address so that you can have that access to that picture on your computer. So you can do that. That's okay. If anybody else has any questions, Greg's working on some stuff, so go ahead and chat me up or unmute. Oh no, I don't blame you. No, I would just find your picture on your phone and then I would just share it. So using probably the um, I can't think of the word right now. Using the share on your phone, um, and then you can share it to your Ohidica email, so you don't have to log in. You're just going to email it to yourself, basically, at your Ohidica. Oh, Mary Chris, how to copy again by URL from Pixabay? Yes. There's nothing more fun than grabbing a URL. So I'm going to go out to Pixabay real quick. And we're going to do a quick search of, we'll do music again. We'll stick with our music theme. Ooh, I like this one. So what you want to do is you can click on the picture and then you right click, copy image address, and then we can go back to our slide decks that we're working on. And so you can do this in Docs, you can do this anywhere. I mean, it doesn't have to just be in Google Slides. Right click, insert image, and then by URL, and boom, there it is. So the biggest thing is if you can right click on an image and copy that image address. Most of the time it'll work and everything will be great. But every now and again it'll say it doesn't recognize the image, or something like that. It's not in the right format and you'll get an error. All right, you ready to go, Greg? You're welcome. Okay, so you've found the picture. Where do you want to put it? Okay, you're sending it to yourself now. Awesome. So any other questions while we're doing technology things? Okay. So it should show up on your computer in your email. And so then you can save it to your computer. So any other questions out there that people are just wanting to get answered? Okay, let me stop my share and then you can go do what you need to do. Let me go into them. So we're going to, I'm going to click on the drawings resources. And so we talked about, kind of a number of different miscellaneous samples and stuff. But then if you go all the way down to the Ditch That Textbook resources, he does a lot of graphic organizers. And really, I mean, I've made my own graphic organizer reflection document type thing using Google Draw because it's super easy and you can, put your boxes or whatever you need. So here's some of the ones that he has created, and they're kind of slow loading for me. Like this one with all of the web kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Sorry, I muted myself.
That's okay.
No, it's more like okay, it's what do they call it? Optical thinking or optical puzzles, and then you have like a stick man with his like jumped into a Chinese split, one where he puts his feet together and he
Okay.
makes like a diamond with his legs. And anyway, it's a pattern. And then you have to choose from 4 stickmen that have a pattern. And that completes the pattern of 4. It's like a analogy or something like that. But it's a pictorial type puzzle.
Okay. I'm trying to think, kind of, so like using it as a puzzle.
Let me get.
Do you want to share, can you share your screen and show me? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm just looking for the book. Don't laugh at me because I'm going to show you myself.
Okay, I'll stop sharing so that you can
Okay.
share your screen.
No, I was just going to show you the picture of it. I have a book with me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You'll have to turn your camera on.
it's in a maze. I can't turn my camera. How do you get a more thing gets in the way? So I can't. Okay, start video. Is that?
Yep, start video. All right, there you are.
Okay, see, it's like, oh, something went wrong.
Oh, your background is
Okay, can you see that?
okay. And so then so you're actually trying to have them pick out like matching, or these are alike or these are different or that type of thing.
Yeah, see, there's the stick people.
Okay. I don't know. But that would, I mean, you could definitely create them, I would think. I would think that that would be an option, that, something that you could do. But I'll have to do a little digging around and see if I can find anything tonight. Okay.
Okay,
Awesome.
yeah, that's I have a ton of those.
One of those things that you wouldn't necessarily be doing all the time. I mean, it'd be a kind of a one and
and,
done type of thing.
and I I guess I couldn't figure out how to do the weighted score for the, like, I have a thing, there's a boulder, a cobble, and a pebble. Um, they're in the gorge, the lake, and a valley, and then it gives a hint that the the rock that is in the valley is bigger than a cobble, and the cobble is not in the lake. Where are the rocks? But I used an for that one instead of having the little grid or matrix.
Uh-huh.
And so I put option 1, boulder, semicolon, or no, colon, gorge, and cobble, the lake, uh, pebble in the valley, uh, boulder. Anyway, put 3 options, and the last one was the correct answer. So, but I couldn't figure out how to um, weigh it, so like it's worth this many points and stuff like
Um,
that. And
so you want to, it's not so much weight, but you want to give it points, is what you're saying.
yeah, the points.
Okay, yep, that's that one we can handle that one. So if I go back and I look at a form, so let me see if I can find a Google form real quick. So here is a demo form. Now, well, actually, this is probably a demo quiz, maybe. Yeah.
I think that's what I tried to make.
So you do need to make sure that it is a quiz. And so yes, this is a quiz. And so once I've made it a quiz, I need to go in and I can do the answers for everything. And so like here, I have to, when I click on it, remember I kind of try to give it, it's a hard visual because there's nothing really changes, but this is like a two-sided card. And so right now we're looking at the question side, and then you see the answer key. And then the points are up here. This one is a paragraph, and so all I can do is add answer feedback, and then I can say done. And so like yours, it sounded like yours was more of kind of like they had to pick which one was right. And so if I click on the answer key, now I can make the points. I can also select the correct answer, and I could select multiple answers if that was, if there were multiple correct answers. And then once I say done, done. And so I can go back and see the question. So as long as you've said in your settings that it's a quiz, your answer key is going to be the
Okay.
other side of the question, but your points, you do need to remember to put in your points, and I always forget, so yeah.
Should I hope I can share my screen.
Yes, you can share your screen. So go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, wait. Do I
Okay,
have it on
wonderful.
camera?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. Do you see it says mind bender?
Yep,
Okay. Do I just right here
Yep.
where it says answer? Is that where I?
that's where you want to click. So click on that. And then now you see the points. Yep, and so you can put in the points.
So if I just have this, can it be like? I can do like 25 points. Or something.
Yeah, you can have it be as many points as you want it to be.
Okay.
So you probably have to click on, there you go, it's going.
Or maybe I can.
You can type in it too.
And then click done.
Yep, and then you say done. Oh, nope, actually you're not done. Sorry, go back. You put your points in, but you have to pick the right answer. And so select your right answer. You told me it was option 3.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and click on done now. Okay, now you're done. Okay, and so you've made it into a question, and you can use it. Okay.
All right.
Oh, you're not quite done. I'm sorry. The other thing that I would do is the required. I would make sure that it's required, just because otherwise they can skip over it and turn in their quiz. And so anything that you really want them to answer, I would do required.
I could do a lot of these, but like can I put like one of those matrix things in there after I draw it?
Yeah,
Like,
so you can do a couple of different things. When you mouse over your question, so move up to the question, and you'll see that little picture image off to the right. Not that one. Up there you go, right there. If you click on that, you can insert an image in. And so if you have an image, like you've drawn one, you can insert an image. And so you can take it from Google Drive, you can upload it from your computer, et cetera, et cetera. So you can insert an image in the question. And so that one you can adjust its size. So go ahead and click on the X on this. You also can, if you mouse by option 1, towards there you go, by the X there, you can insert an image there too. And so if you wanted to insert an image, you could insert an image, and those, you can't resize those images. The ones that I've pulled in have been they haven't been huge, but they haven't been really small, but you can't resize those.
okay, so I could probably put the Google drawing of those circles or the clocks or whatever, and the stick them in here, and then draw the options as to whatever shape or hour the next clock is going to be.
Yep, you could definitely do that in terms of, utilizing shapes and things like that. So that could be an option.
Okay.
Cool. I'm excited by what you're doing. That's pretty cool. All right, you guys, we're over time. So I'm sorry. I did not mean to hang out this long. So I'm going to